use it. I mean, there's only podium we have, and unfortunately it doesn't move. So,
I'll read it from here and from the feedback, I'll delete and I'll edit stuff.
are you recording it?
Are we good?
You're good.
So, we are present in court today to address the failure to behave within a level of care by the defendant. The failure put a significant amount of suffering on my client, Alex Grace, and risked the lives of others on set. Due to this breach of adequate care, an innocent life was taken, a well-known reputation was ruined. We are here today to show you how the defendant, Mr. Kozak, neglected her duty to uphold a safe environment when bringing Elsa, a chimpanzee who she was fully responsible for, on the set of Midlands After Dark. These failures in the defendant's responsibilities was the direct and proximate cause of harm brought upon my client. Midlands After Dark was a show that many hardworking Americans tuned into as they unwind after a long day. They tuned in every night to watch a fun and entertaining environment that brought joy to its viewers. The crew and staff worked day in and day out to keep this entertaining workplace. The talent bookers would invite guests and showcase personalities and talents, which would have their viewers always tuning in for more. Working on the set is normally an exciting and fun-filling environment. Bonds built between individuals who work together to produce a flawless show are nearly unbreakable. Maintaining a safe and controlled environment is of the utmost importance to the clients and to the coworkers. Unfortunately, due to the breach in responsibility by the defendant, Mr. Kozak, Midlands After Dark fun and entertaining workplace was no longer the same. Kozak breached his role as an owner and as a trainer by not providing this accurate care. Midlands After Dark atmosphere was breached by the failure of maintaining a safe and controlled environment. Kozak ignored the vital warning signs that subsequently resulted in the loss of an innocent life and the destruction of a well-known and well-respected career of Alex Grace. If Kozak carefully monitors his chimpanzee, he would have evaluated that the chimpanzee was clearly not prepared to perform in that specific environment. Through this trial, we're going to call some witnesses. The testimonies of these witnesses will show a link between how Kozak breached his duty of responsibility when it came to the chimpanzee. We will question an expert witness in primates. He will thoroughly explain how Kozak had an opportunity to respond due to his close relationship and his degree in animal science, yet ignored the vital warning signs. In addition, Midlands After Dark's talent booker will show you that there was an extreme amount of difficulty working with Kozak. Defendants consistently needed to provide. The defendant's consistent need to satisfy her own needs significantly contributed to the breach. Lastly, Alex Grace, a well-known entertainer, took caution to her employees and herself by implementing guidelines to prevent a horrible incident like this from occurring in the first place. Kozak went against his legal duty of care to provide a safe environment. If a dog bites a mailman, you don't sue the dog. The owner of the animal holds the burden of responsibility for its behavior. Alex suffered crucially due to the defendant's actions. Her show was canceled, her reputation was ruined, and her livelihood was taken. We need to hold the right people accountable. The defendant, a man with a lifetime experience, bachelor's in animal science, had the knowledge to respond, but failed to respond accordingly. Based on the evidence and testimony here today, if you believe the evidence has shown proof beyond the preponderance of evidence, you shall find the defendant liable. Thank you.
Bernie, is it from the jury or judges?
Judges. Judges, I will be acting as the, so there's no actual jury.
You can pause it. If you want to save space, you can pause it.
Do you want to comment now or just go into the next?
Yeah.